Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News and Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Anthony Momodu. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and free to air on Nikonsat. The Federal Executive Council has approved a budget proposal of 47.9 trillion naira for the 2025 fiscal year and borrowing of 13.8 trillion naira. The Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, disclosed this while briefing State House correspondent at the end of the council meeting, presided over by President Bola Tinubu at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. The approval is part of the medium-term expenditure framework, which is expected to be submitted to the National Assembly as required by law and fiscal strategy paper for 2025-2027 by the Fiscal Responsibility. Also, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, disclosed that the Federal Executive Council approved $2.2 billion financing program for external borrowing, including a potential Eurobond and Sukuk bond offer. The federal government has stated that President Bola Tinubu's policies are designed to deliver sustained results in the lives and livelihoods of tens of millions of expectant Nigerians. Minister of Information and National Renewal Mohammed Idris stated this in his address at the National Advertising Conference in Abuja, themed Navigating the Shifts, New Business Models. The minister, represented by the Director General of the National Orientation Agency, Larry Issa Onilu, warned advertisers and content creators to be wary of data privacy and cybersecurity. He appealed to advertisers to support and promote the reforms being implemented by the president using their platforms to amplify the administration's vision for a more prosperous Nigeria. The Yoruba Youth Council YYC has kicked against the cause for the removal of the national chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu. The YYC, in a statement by its president, Eric Oluwole, stated that the timing of these calls emerging just days before the governorship election in Ondo State raises concerns about possible political motives, stressing that such calls are ill-motivated and baseless. While reacting to the hashtag Yakubu must go trending on X, Oluwole noted that the council condemns in strong terms the recent calls as it is against Nigeria's national interest. Still in Ondo State, the Defense Headquarters has confirmed that troops have been deployed in significant numbers for the Ondo State governorship elections. The DHQ stated that the deployment was to support the Nigerian police force and ensure a smooth election in the state. In a statement, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major Buba Edwards, said the presence of troops would ensure that voters exercise their franchise without harassment. Also in the news, members of the Lakurawa armed group have been retreating as the military ramps up coordinated ground and air attacks on the group's camps across Kebbi and Sokoto states, following an attack by the Lakurawa group on the Mera community in Agro local government area of Kebbi State, which claimed 17 lives. The army headquarters deployed a contingent of soldiers to the area. Upon arrival in Kebbi, the troops, according to Abdullahi Idris Zuru, media aide to the Kebbi governor, met with Deputy Governor Abubakar Umar Tafida at the cabinet office before proceeding to Mera. Zuru said the troops succeeded in dislodging the bandits and recovering several rustled cattle left behind as the attackers fled. This is just as the National Coordinator of the National Counter-Terrorism Center, Major General Adamu Laka, has disclosed that there is no cause for alarm, as the Lakurawas group membership is not more than 200. According to the Counter-Terrorism Coordinator, the military and other security agencies under the coordination of the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, are on top of the situation. Major General Laka, while speaking on efforts towards tackling the terrorist group, confirmed the existence of the group but stressed that through strategic actions and unwavering public support, the military can confront and overcome these threats. Justice Mariam Anini of the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Maitama, Abuja, has adjourned the arraignment of former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello to November 27, 2024, regarding fresh by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Bello, alongside two others, Shuaibu Orisha and Abdusalami Hudu, face charges relating to criminal breach of trust and conspiracy to commit an offense totaling 110.4 billion naira. At the resumed hearing, EFCC counsel Jamil Agoro requested an adjournment to ensure Bello's presence in court for arraignment, as the court's order issued on October 3rd had not yet expired. The prosecution said the 30-day window provided by the court for summons was still active. The federal government has announced that it will complete the digitization of 774 local government headquarters across the 36 states by 2027. The Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, disclosed this at a stakeholders retreat on Project 774 Connectivity in Abuja. Tijani explained that the project would be executed in collaboration with other agencies under the ministry's purview. He stated that the government aimed at digitalizing all remaining local government areas in the country by 2027. The Nigerian Navy of the Oguta Naval Base has brought healthcare services to Osun Obodo community in Oguta local government area of Imo State. Global Television Imo State correspondent Amarachi Ibe has more on the story.
This is St. Michael's Secondary School in Oguta local government area of Imo State, the venue of the medical outreach put together by Nigerian Navy to provide critical health services to the community. The commander of Oguta Naval Base, Mohammed Bashiru, represented by Okeme Anthony, executive officer, says the outreach is not just about medical checkups, but focuses on building trust with the community.
In line with the Nigerian Navy's mandate and the vision of the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral E.I. Ogala, the Naval Base Oguta organized this medical outreach to improve a better working relationship with the good people of Oswobodo community here in Imo State, as well as also enhance our corporate social responsibility in our host community for the past 3 years, and in these 3 years the relationship has been very good.
The traditional ruler of the community, Alphonsus Uzoma, and the principal of St. Michael's Secondary School, Oguta, thanked the Nigerian Navy for the kind gesture.
I thank the government and the Naval people for this giant gesture, for the health of the people. People say health is wealth, so we're happy. And I think that they say let it be annual, so that the health of the people will improve.
Impressed, and they pray that they continue to repeat this almost every term. I'm highly impressed.
Highlights of the event include health education, seizing on body care and preventive health, as well as screening for blood pressure and blood sugar levels. The Nigerian Navy team also distributed insecticide-treated nets free medication, and provided medical consultations. The Nigerian Navy Uguta Naval Base has not only extended a hand in protecting our nation's waters, but has also demonstrated a commitment to the health and well-being of Osuobodo community. From Osuobodo community in Uguta local government area of Imo State, Amarachi Ibe reporting for Global TV News.
You're watching Media News on Global Television, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. When Midday News returns, Raw Materials Research and Development Council and lawmakers move to stop locally sourced materials imports. Details of these as well as foreign and sports stories coming right after this break. Please stay with us. Welcome back from the break. In business, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has urged the Senate to avoid creating unnecessary friction and crisis between the bank and the Security and Exchange Commission, SEC, over the proposed Investment and Security Bills 2024. During a public hearing on the bill held in Abuja and led by Senator Osita Izunaso, APC Imo West, chairman of the Senate Committee on Capital Markets, CBN representative Dr. Tuku Galadima expressed concerns about the proposed bill granting absolute powers to SEC over public companies, particularly those under the regulation of the CBN. The bill aims to repeal the Investment and Security Act 2007 and enact a new Investment and Security Bill 2024. Dr. Galadima criticized provisions in the bill, particularly those regarding the use of cash to purchase securities, calling it a violation of anti-money laundering laws. The Raw Materials Research and Development Council of Nigeria, RMRDC, says it is working with Nigerian lawmakers to shut Nigeria's borders against the importation of raw materials that can be locally sourced. The Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the RMRDC, Professor Nan Ike Munso, made this known at a one-day interactive session between the Council and the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN, in Lagos. Ike Munso said it is pushing this through a bill before the National Assembly that has already scaled its first reading. The bill, when passed, will provide Nigeria with more forex for sourcing raw materials, protect natural resources, and catalyze domestic processing capabilities in the country. On the foreign scene, an overnight fire in a retirement home in the town of Villafranca the Ebro in northeastern Spain has killed at least 10 people. The local emergency service in the region of Aragon stated this, but did not provide further details in its post on X. However, Spanish media said there were 82 people inside the home when the blaze broke out at around 5 a.m. due to unknown causes. Mia LaRue, who was set to represent South Africa at the Miss Universe finals this weekend in Mexico, has pulled out of the competition. Organizers made the announcement citing health concerns. The 28-year-old made history as the first ever deaf woman to be crowned Miss South Africa in August, following a controversy heat competition which saw one finalist withdraw after being trolled over her Nigerian heritage. She had spent weeks in Mexico preparing for the finale of the prestigious beauty contest. The Miss South Africa organization, in a statement, said Miss LaRue's health and well-being are of utmost priority and pledged to support her until she returns to full health. And running into the exciting world of sports, Nigeria's Super Eagles have booked their place at the 2025 African Cup of Nations tournament in Morocco after a 1-1 draw against the Cheetahs of Benin Republic in Abidjan. Benin Republic opened their scoring in the 16th minute when Mohamed Tijani capitalized on a corner delivery from Junior Olayiton, heading the ball into the center of the net. The Super Eagles intensified their attack in the second half and were rewarded in the 81st minute when Osimhen met Simon's cross with a precise header to level the score. Meanwhile, with just a few matches remaining in the qualifiers, Nigeria, Egypt, and 13 other teams have secured their spot for the 2025 African Cup of Nations tournament, which will take place in Morocco. The Super Eagles of Nigeria secured their qualifications with Libya's 1-0 victory over Rwanda in Kigali. Meanwhile, Victor Osimhen tallied Segun Odegbami's Nigeria scoring record of 23 goals with his effort that pulled the Super Eagles level in Thursday's 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifying Group D draw against the Cheetahs of Benin Republic. The Napoli loanee, who has taken the Turkish Super League by storm, rose above the sea of Cheetahs defenders to nod home on the 81st minute, his 23rd in 38 appearances for Nigeria since making his debut in 2017. He thus matched the feat of Segun Odegbami, who scored the same number of goals in 47 appearances for Nigeria between 1976 and 1981. Super Eagles captain William Troost-Ekong has revealed that a phone call from late coach Stephen Keshi and the prospect of international football at the age of 21 influenced his decision to represent Nigeria instead of his country of birth, the Netherlands. The Al Kholoud defender, speaking on Sports After Party podcast, explained that the opportunity to play for Nigeria came at a crucial point in his career. That's it on Midday News, and it came to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and on Star Times channel 276 and free to air on Nikonsat. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen at Global TV NG. I am Anthony Momodu saying thank you for watching.